God or just a God. The meaning of John chapter 1, verse 1, clause C. The King James Version reads, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." All the translations understand and translate the final clause as, "The Word was God." The Jehovah's Witness organization says that the last clause should be translated, "and the Word was a God." Is it possible? Could John have intended to say that the Word was not God, but only a God? Is the Greek text capable of expressing such a meaning? English can distinguish God from a God because English has a capital G, a lowercase g, an indefinite article a. But ancient Greek did not have capital and lowercase letters, did not have an indefinite article like a in English. Capitalizing God, spelling God with a capital G, is a custom of English. It has no parallel in ancient Greek. The English contrast between God and God in English cannot be reproduced in ancient Greek since Greek has no capitalization. The contrast between God and a God in English cannot be reproduced in ancient Greek since Greek has no a. The meaning of a God in English. A God in English is just a shorthand for another God. A God in English means not the true God. The Greek another. If John wanted to express the meaning of another God, he could have used the word for another, alatrios. But John did not use it. John uses the Greek word for God, theos, in "the Word was God," in the same way he uses that word in verses 6, 12, 13, and 18 of the first chapter of John. A man sent from God, sons of God, born of God, no man hath seen God. In all these verses, the Greek word for God, theos, occurs alone, that is, without the Greek article. And in all these verses, everyone knows that the word God, without the article, means and refers to the one true God. Grammatically, the Greek of John 1:1c cannot express the meaning a God, since Greek has neither an a nor a lowercase g to make the distinction. What sort of God was the Word? Well, the Word was always God. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was the Creator God, for all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Here's a test. If we put the word God in the place of the word Word, will the result be a different sort of God than the true eternal God who made all things? In the beginning was God. God was always God. All things were made by God, and without God was not anything made that was made. God was the Creator God. Conceptually speaking, the Greek of John 1:1c cannot express the idea of a God, since the Word is said to be God in the senses of always God and Creator God. The Word is not presented as a lesser God, but as God in the same sense as the Father is God. No ambiguity. Grammatically, the Greek cannot mean another God, that is, a God, because John does not use the word for another. Conceptually, Greek cannot mean another God, that is, a God, because the Word is God in the sense of eternal and Creator. Who is the Word? He is the eternal Son of the eternal Father. No man has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him.